Five. Cool.
All right. Hello,
Uh,
world.
hello world.
I am ready to roll off for terrain placement whenever you are.
Cool. I'm gonna do one other thing. Uh, Cool. All right, and on top of that, we have the really nice overlay also on the stream, with like the scoreboard stuff. So that looks nice and cool. Anyways, yeah, we'll roll off here.
All right.
All right, that was a bad flick, but we got a 9. All right, I'll take it.
Hey, mine's a 9 if you just ignore where the line
Yeah,
is.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's tied actually.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's fully tied.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you mean? It's
Yeah,
not a 6.
yeah. Come on, get your head out of your head. All right. Well,
You're placing your hidey hole here.
I'm placing my hidey hole.
Oh, I see you're leaving yourself a back way out this time.
Yeah, yeah. We're trying something.
Let me just make a nice
Almost. There you go.
a nice blocker
I understand.
for that. There we go. All right.
We'll do.
I smell a trap.
Shh. You don't know what you're talking about. There is no trap. These are not the droids you are looking for.
You know, he's right. They aren't. It's like I knew that all along. All right, you're good there.
Yeah. Perfect.
Is that a good idea? Is the question. You know, we're just gonna find out. Just barely get that on the edge. There we go. That's
Just gonna fuck around and find out the answer.
let's close enough there.
There you go. Perfect.
Just within an inch.
Does it need to be within an inch?
Oh, it doesn't need to be within an inch because I can. Yeah, because I can like place a little. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think
right.
it needed to be.
All right. There's my hidey hole.
It's a beautiful hidey hole. Where is streamer mode? There we go. Now we get to enable streamer mode to let the world know that I'm streaming. Perfect. Okay. Where do I want to go from there? That's such a weird placement. Like I have so much room now to work with.
Yeah, everything's really packed in tight.
Yeah, I don't like this.
As Morida, I kind of like tight spaces that I can block off with my basic fallen.
Yeah.
I feel like as Ingor, you don't really mind open spaces as much. Although I guess you don't really mind closed spaces either, because you can just like you got your speedy boars and whatnot that can just kind of run around willy nilly.
We're gonna do. Uh, uh, uh Okay, so I know you're going to be able to, and I don't like that. So instead, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm okay with that there. That's an idea. It's definitely an idea.
Okay.
I don't know how I think this is probably our most interesting terrain setup that we probably have done.
Yeah, I'm curious, like why you don't put the mire out, like scoot it out in the middle to give your far sight ambushers that you could deploy in here better like shooty holes, because you have pretty limited, like on this one you've got a pretty good line of sight to like most of this deployment zone.
So the reason for that is I no longer have Farsight ambushers.
Okay.
I actually took those out a few iterations ago.
Gotcha.
Even though I, of course, ambush. I just felt like even though they have the long range for ambush, it was just a unit that I kept in there for that purely, and then they died.
I gotta say, like they just don't feel that strong for a 6 cost.
Yeah,
like compared to Flesh Ripper.
it
Flesh Ripper wins every time.
I like them. I think they just need something extra. Like if I was playing it with more equipment in the deck, I'd be happy taking it. Like if I had the bow and everything for the extra like 1 damage and everything, I'd be happy.
Yeah.
But I'm
who
not
does
running.
that in Ingor?
Exactly. I'm not running equipment because I have so many clumsy. So it's like it would just be for that 1 unit, and I can't justify that.
Yeah. It's good if you can get like, a Veil Piercer or a Tempest Scepter or something like that on it, and then it's just a even longer range sniper with pinpoint.
Exactly.
Yeah, just as they are, even with the ambush one, they're still only doing 4/2, which is like meh.
I will say, like, the nice thing with the ambush is they can just hide in there and they don't have to worry about retaliation or anything because you have to come to them, which is, the really nice bit of it all. But that's essentially where you're stuck with is, okay, you got to drop it in there and you get that bonus, but that's about it.
All right, where do I want to place this? If I place it like right on the edge of the zone, can I then summon a unit past it? Not quite, I think. So I think instead I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop that one there.
Drop that one there. I mean,
like I drop this there, and then you drop one there, and then we can just have an initiative war.
Yeah. That I don't like this. I don't like this. You're really gonna go for that?
Yeah, yeah. I just want to see what happens. It's a casual game, right? Yeah.
You're right. You know what? It's a cat. You know what? Fuck it.
Oh God.
You know what? Fuck it.
All right. Yeah.
You,
I feel like 10 inches should really be like 12 inches on these husks. I feel like you can, like, the last person to place can always, like, really, like, no matter where the first place, like, the first husk placer
yeah.
places their stuff, the person who goes last can always make it, like, really unbalanced.
It's
There's not really any way to stop it. Like, if, there's always just that one weird little corner that you can't quite
yeah.
block off with your 10-inch range.
Yeah, this is a
Cool.
ridiculous setup here, but you know,
All right.
it's crazy how this is technically legal. Oh, we're split. There it is. All right, game, please give me something good out of the just fucking start here. All right. I'm gonna mulligan.
Okay. Don't have anything good enough to bid?
No, actually, my highest cost card I got was a 3. I'm just gonna be honest.
So you can, pro tip, if you can box select stuff and then hit G and it'll like gather them all in a pile.
Oh, I didn't know about the G part. Okay. All right, let's. 6 cards then. Okay. Okay, I can work with this. This will be easier. All right, we'll bet that. Well, I lost that no matter what I put down.
As much as it hurts to throw away that thrice murdered, yeah.
Yep, I did this to myself.
I mean, I was like, I have all 4 unique units in here right now because I pulled in my Gateway Guardian from the sideboard, so
Yep.
I have a pretty good chance of winning the bid with something in my starting hand.
I'm sad. That's all I can say is I'm sad. All right, I'll have you deploy first.
All right, we're gonna drop in a Morida.
Yeah.
And we're gonna drop in a Stitch Corpse.
Yep. I'm okay with this. At least in this case.
You know what? You have Consume Corpse in there, don't you? We're actually gonna switch that. Instead of the Stitch Corpse, I'm gonna deploy in a Dead at Arms.
Okay.
Because that way, if you like the other way, if you eat my if you consume corpse as soon as I discard my Dead at Arms, then I can't pick up a second relic.
So here, I'm gonna ask this now. Are we gonna essentially play by the rules of I can interrupt you and spend all your AP, or are we not going to go with that?
I mean, I think that should be possible. As I understand the rules right now, I think you can.
Yeah,
you can interrupt.
With that said, Ingor. Alright, so we'll do that. And you know what? I'll also do the same of, whoops, there we go, Dead at Arms. By the way, because I don't feel bad telling you all this, since I mulliganed, yeah, my hand literally only had 2s and 3s. That was it. Nothing else. My units were a Primal Totem and a Dead at Arms.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it depends what you draw after that.
It does, but, you know, in this setup, I sort of needed the high card.
Yeah. I feel like with 45 cards, you should probably have all 4 unique units in there.
I do.
You do, okay.
Yeah. And unique spells. But I'll have you go first. Not that it fully matters at this point.
Okay. I'm gonna activate the Dead at Arms, and he's gonna run. So there's. Keep him close to home, I guess. Yeah, so we'll run him there, and that's his turn.
Okay. We'll also activate Dead at Arms. And he's just gonna launch himself. Right there. Just barely outside of the terrain. Rip. Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna activate Morita. We're gonna save state on her. And I'm gonna send her right there. What do we got? You got 7 Echo. We're just gonna go ahead and unmake on your Dead at Arms.
Okay.
So I think he's dead.
He is dead. Trigger for the legacy. Rip Tarok Beast. That. And then at the end of all of that.
So I also get my trigger.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna grab. I'm gonna grab a Flesh Ripper.
Okay. And then, because you're not doing anything else, right?
No.
Okay. At the end of your activation, spending 3.
Yeah.
Ravenous.
Okay. Who you hitting?
2 there. We'll do. We'll do 4 to Morta.
All right.
There we go. And then.
Right, and then your activation.
Ingor, regen 2. And we're there.
All right. We can end. I will grab relics. I'm going to grab the Everlasting Heart on Morita.
Yep. Into your hand, I saw.
Crabjaw Chain, Reaper's Edge. I think I want Reaper's Edge just to keep you from having it and banishing my units, so I'm gonna take that. Ooh, Guardian's Aegis could be good. Here goes up to 15. Get those husks out of here. I'll get my 20 mastery, and I'll let you hit the end round button.
All right. Are you going to challenge for initiative?
I am not.
Not challenging?
Not challenging.
Okay. I'll have you deploy first.
Okay, I am going to deploy. Gonna deploy a guy. It's gonna be a dude.
Ah, yes, the dude.
I mean, it might not. I mean, I don't know if it's a. I actually don't know if it's a dude. It's gonna be a Deadeye Archer. Could be a lady. I don't know.
Who knows? It's ambiguous
And we
enough.
are gonna deploy it
Back there.
Yeah, we're gonna deploy it back here for no particular reason.
I understand.
And that is my deployment.
I'm debating about a lot of things here.
I mean, Ingor can probably do it by himself, right? You don't need to deploy anybody.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
I usually like to save my unmake for like the really big units, but like that just seemed too opportune to like really restrict where you could go, because now you've only got one dude that you can reinforce to, so I know that you can't reinforce anybody up where that other guy was.
It's true. It's true. I'm there's so many things that I'm trying to contemplate in my head with the echo I have. All right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend 3. Deploy Dead at Arms. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And there's There's the dead arms. So that's what I'm going to do for deployment. I will. I'm going to activate Ingor.
Okay.
I'm going to spend 6 and entrap the mind.
Okay, who are you entrapping the mind?
Dead at arms. I had a feeling.
You get that, like, when you play those big spells, I don't know about you, but whenever I play those against a conclave player, I always am like, oh god, here it comes. Here comes the counter.
I was 100% expecting it, but I'm like, I gotta fucking try.
I mean, there's plenty of games that I just don't have it because I've only got 3 counters that I can possibly put in here. So
Exactly.
it's definitely possible to not draw any of them this early. But yeah, that that would have been bad. I was like, no, I see what you're doing here. You're gonna walk my dead at arms up into your guys and then kill him.
Yeah, that was the plan. That was the plan.
And then the nice relic would just be sitting right there.
That was the plan. Yeah, alright. I have 7 movement, or 8 movement, okay. We are going to move. That is 1 AP. Just barely on. Perfect. And I'm going to spend the last... There we go. And that'll be Ingor's.
You're kind of a little...
on the base. Oh.
It's a yeah, a bit of a PDA.
There we go. Okay.
Between Ingor and that husk.
Look. Alright, just
no Frenching the husks. Okay.
Maybe I want to French the husk. Do you ever think that?
I mean, I hadn't, but...
Alright, your turn.
Alright. I will activate the Deadeye Archer, and he's just gonna
scoot on over.
He's just gonna be right there. And he is done.
Yep. Will Dead at Arms. I'm just gonna 8 and 6. That's that turn.
Okay.
Look, he had the 3. I knew that the ward is gonna be there for the stat. I'm just like, I gotta try. You can't charge even if you...
Oh, yeah. I was looking at the obstacle. I was like, oh, yeah. I've got line of sight there. Yeah, no, that's the mire. Yeah. It'd be like that. So I think instead, what we're gonna do...
I had a whole plan and... just fucked by the ward.
Yep. It's like that sometimes. Let's see how can I lock that down. Let's activate Morida. I'm gonna discard a Stitch Corpse, and then we're gonna summon it in.
Yes, just perfect.
Something like that, I think.
He was about it. He was about
My
right there.
bad.
It's this game is
Nice.
both of our bads. Look, we decided to play. I decided to place the last relic over here.
All right, we're gonna summon him in there.
Yep.
And then you're tapped out, so
I
we'll
am.
just go ahead and go. We're gonna move that stitched corpse
In
up
make
into your
an
face.
make an attack.
Yeah, actually, I can do that. I was thinking I would like place him back here, but yeah, because that was only like it was way less than 3 inches. Yeah, I'll make an attack. Why not? Worst that happens,
2.
just get a 2.
And then you have your dead at arms.
Yes, Dead at Arms will activate. He's gonna go 6 inches to there. And then some more inches. Do I want to contest that relic? I might. Let me think about my options here. Yeah, because you're going to get like a Fang of the Damned or something. Of course, if I move my Dead at Arms right up into your face, you're just going to... Yeah. Don't really want to feed you that relic. And Igor does 5 damage, so I'd probably be feeding you that relic. So instead, I'm going to move him up right there.
Okay.
Right, and that is a round. So you have initiative, so you can choose who picks relics first. Yeah.
I already know this is what this top card's gonna be, and I already hate it. I just know. I just know.
Veil Piercer.
I told you. I told you. I already fucking know. Told you. Oh, this game hates me, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Trapjaw Chain may have been good for me there, or Guardian's Aegis, but I don't know. Veil Piercer is just really funny.
I mean, on the Archer is probably the best one to do it on.
Yeah, because
especially because then you get the extra range. Plus, if you're attacking within half.
Yeah. Yeah, man, he's almost got range to your
Yeah, I know. It's
dude from there.
With that.
All right.
End round.
So you got your 10 mastery, end round. Draw the cards. Bid for initiative.
I fucking hate this.
Oh.
Literally an impossible win.
Oh, man. Yeah. If somebody throws a 9 echo at you and you have initiative, you can't. It's guaranteed. We are gonna deploy first. So we're gonna deploy a Flesh Ripper.
I really hate this. I want you to know this. I truly hate
Yeah, I
this.
had that Gateway Guardian. I was like, ooh, that would be pretty good to play. And then I was like, oh, actually, I could just bid it. And like, you have nowhere to deploy from but your deployment zone, which is on the other side of the map.
Oh.
Also, Ingor is like kind of... I mean, Ingor might be able to get out over here. It's possible.
I hate this so much right now.
Yeah, but that's my deployment. That is all of my echo though, so you got that going for you.
That's not really much for me, in all honesty. All right. No deployments.
Okay. I will. Igor could he could probably one round my Flesh Ripper, actually. That seems quite possible. Save state there. See what happens if I go 6 inches.
You forgot to heal on Marta.
Ah.
She has +5
No.
health.
No, she was at
Yeah, she was at 15 out of 14.
yeah, she was. Oh, you just clicked it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you have regen 3, and then you also because you technically have the +5, so you're at 19 max.
Yeah. Can I just barely get?
That's within range.
Aha! Can. All right. All right. So we're gonna activate the Dead at Arms first.
Yep. Make your attack.
We'll make an attack.
Big damage for the hit. 6.
And that is a hit, and it's 6.
Yep.
Yep. And that's his turn. You can go.
All right, we'll activate Ingor. And we'll just wail on Flesh Ripper.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's a miss
Plus
out of
3.
12.
That's a hit. 12 is exactly what you need.
Thank God. 5. We'll do it again.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Do it again with
Fang the Damned.
Fang of the Damned.
Now you're gonna graze.
Thank
No.
God. And then we will spend 3. Ravenous Swarm.
All right.
2 to myself. I'll be at 4 in the end. So 6 total, killing Flesh Ripper.
Yep. Get your 6 mastery, and he has done his job.
Yep.
Just like get in the way. Do, waste some actions. Burn a spell. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I think that was what you had to do, but I'm still okay with it.
Can we just consider Dead at Arms dead with your activation here?
Well, hello there.
Hey,
Oh, By the way, just letting you know, we are live technically. But yeah, hi. No, you're fine. You're perfectly fine. Just letting you know. So you don't.
Yeah, check in general discussion has a link to the Buff Thunder Steps channels, and then you can find the link from there.
I've been forgetting to update the mastery, and that's my bad. But we're at 16 out of it'll be 36 here in a second, so I'm just gonna update to 36. There we go. Look at that. It's updating.
So did you get your Essence Binder and your Death's Whisper?
That is true. I do get that. Thank you for reminding me of my depression of things that I do technically get.
Yeah, I know. You're just sad. I get it.
I'll leave it on top.
Okay. I will do I want to activate? Let me see. Can't quite get in range to shoot Ingor this turn, but I think what we're gonna do is that. Okay, all right. I've got line of sight. All right, so yeah, so I'm gonna move there, and
Shoot the dead at arms.
and shoot the dead at arms.
All right, he's dead. We don't have to roll for that.
I mean,
okay.
I could get a critical graze, so nope.
I didn't even expect. I'm like, I'm not even putting
persist. I mean, if you want, you don't have to.
Fine, you're right. You're right. It's just gonna last another turn, and then it's gonna kill its Stitch Corpse. But you're right.
Yeah, but at least it eats another action on the Stitch
It
Corpse.
does.
So yeah, it will activate Stitch Corpse. It will
Swing.
attack.
That's
It matters.
19.
Even a critical graze would kill it.
There we go.
So he dies.
And then we trigger.
Yep.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I guess technically, like, I have initiative, so since both of ours trigger on his death, I can choose
Yeah.
which order, but I might as well let you do it first.
Let's see.
See what we get.
I get to discard a card.
Discard one and draw one.
Discard a card and draw
two echo.
one. Gain back that echo. Woo! You also gain that 3 mastery if you didn't already.
Thank you. All right, and then I will do my tutoring. We are gonna go and grab a Dead at Arms. Are we gonna grab a Dead at Arms?
By the way, Birdman, we did something really dumb. We essentially had all 4 relics in one corner. And I did not get that corner.
Oh no.
It has not gone well for him.
And then, he goes to bid for initiative, and we both put 9 drops down. And the fun part about initiative is if you are the one who challenged it, you win ties. So, it's impossible to win a 9. So,
It is true.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm living the bad life over here. That's
So it's safe to say I play loser?
Yeah.
All right, so I am, as a part of the Deadeye Archer's turn, I'm going to discard it to give the Stitch Corpse Persist 1 for the turn.
Sure.
Are you going to consume it?
No.
Okay. Then I will activate Morita. She
Yes.
will gain 3 health, which I think
19's max, yeah.
caps out at 19. Yep. And I will Necromance the Dead at Arms.
For you picking that, I will consume it now.
You cannot. A card did not enter the discard pile
It did not
this
enter
turn.
the discard pile this turn. You are right. What am I talking about?
Which is why I did it that way.
You're right. I forgot it's not Swift for a moment. Today's just a day. That's all I gotta say.
Do you wanna takesy backsy and consume it when I discarded it?
Yeah, I do. I'll force you to.
All right.
I'll force you to do that. Because I wanted my health. That's why.
Okay. All right. In that case,
Last thing I want is another dead at arms on the field for you.
You know what? That's fair.
in that case, we're gonna activate the Countess.
I'm also mentally drained after trying to put down my daughter for an hour. Because, yeah, she was just having her night.
Ugh, sorry, dude.
No, it's all right. Putting down 2 kids, and one of them was just like, I'm just going to cry for daddy. Because one thing or another, I'm just going to cry for daddy. I'm like, okay. I'll deal with it.
Alright, we're gonna send Mora to there. And she will end her turn right there.
All right.
I'll let you end the round.
Draw those 2. Oh, this is...
Are you gonna bid for initiative? Birdman, did you find the Twitch link?
I found the YouTube and the Twitch link. Yeah.
Woo.
Okay, cool.
I am...
I was just hearing an echo like through it, so I was just like, nope, can't do that right now.
Completely understandable. I could do.
Do you want me to stream here then?
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I could do that. I could do this. I do this, and I do that, and that, this, and this. Yeah, I'll bid.
You can have it.
Thank God. It's alright. It was just an anoush. I will drop 6. Flesh Ripper.
Okay.
Which is-
All right. Here's a big boy.
So here's the thing, right? I had Flesh Ripper the last turn when you dropped Flesh Ripper. And that was going to be my plan, was to drop Flesh Ripper on you.
I know. That's why I moved him up there with a 9-drop in my hand.
And
It's
then,
like I'm guaranteed to get this initiative, and I'm guaranteed to be able to. I mean, I guess you could have a seize the initiative, but that would happen after deployment. So
yes. And at that point, I would have just let you have it. So there's that. I'm there we go. Cool. Just making sure I'm blocked completely. And then we'll drop 7 for a Soul Whisperer.
if only she had a Veil Piercer.
Shut up. And then yeah, that'll be it. Any deployments for you?
Nah.
Cool. All right. We'll have you activate first.
Okay. Um. So you get 2 echo. Okay.
Just enough to consume that corpse.
Right. Alright. We're going to... Right, we're going to activate Stitch Corpse 1.
Okay.
Right. We will... is that a good idea? No, probably not. Will we activate Stitch Corpse? We're gonna...
The choices, the choices.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll activate the Stitch Corpse. We're gonna send him to be not quite engaged with your Flesh Ripper.
So just right
And
outside?
We're gonna... Yeah, just right outside of engagement. Call that good for his activation.
Okay. In that case, just to make sure, which I thought. Remove Flesh Ripper right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on the terrain. Cool. Yeah, right there.
Okay. He'll make an attack, I assume.
Need to double check one last thing. Which I thought. Okay. I'm actually gonna move. Right there. All right. Still just barely on the terrain. Perfect. There we go. All right.
Okay.
Now we're going to make an attack.
Sounds good.
That should hit with a 9.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Perfect.
very, very bad defense.
4 damage.
Yep.
And that would be that turn.
Okay. All right. We are gonna we're gonna activate Morta.
Yep.
We're gonna discard a Dead at Arms.
Okay.
You only got one card over there. What are the odds?
Do you really want to test it?
Hey man, it's your go. You can decide.
I mean, it's your AP.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you know what? We will test it. I'm gonna use Necromancy on the Dead at Arms.
All right, you're good.
The mind games. Over here, but the Soul Whisperer's got some movement. I guess Ingor could also run over there. Ingor still has yet to go. Maybe I ought to. Something like there, I guess. Yeah, no. We're just gonna go for it. Are we? I feel like I need to kill that Flesh Ripper though. I do feel like I need to do that. So we're gonna drop that guy there. And we're gonna demanifest your Soul Whisperer.
Well, that sucks. Couldn't have just killed her. Couldn't have just killed her.
Is that better for you?
That would have been.
Okay. I mean that would put me over the mastery limit though.
For now.
Rev up the hamster wheel, you know.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. I don't. Oh, here I should do this first.
Yeah, you can definitely clip that.
All right.
Will be an engagement with the Stitch Corpse. But you can do it.
I'll make an attack on the Stitched Corpse.
Okay. I mean, you could also just eat the...
I could, but Stitched Corpse is dead.
Stitch Corpse is indeed dead.
I'll take my
Good job, little buddy.
2. And then we'll take my 3. And I will shoot the dead at arms that has the relic.
Triggers?
I just get to look at the top card, yeah.
Essence Binder also?
That too.
Unless you just don't want Echo.
You can do 5. 6. The chances of it killing is low, so we'll leave it up top. Yeah, maybe. Well, we'll get that. You know what? No. We'll put it on bottom. And then, yeah, we'll take my 3 and attack the dead at arms. Rip. So 3 damage.
3? And you eat your 3? If you didn't already?
Yeah, I already eaten it.
Okay.
I was at 15.
Okay.
Alright, your turn.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna activate the Dead at Arms that has the Reaper's Edge.
Yep.
He's gonna cozy on up in there, out of
So-
engagement with the Flesh Ripper, but in engagement with Ingor.
Okay.
And he will make a melee attack.
Yep. That'll hit.
It'll be a hit for
6.
5. Nah, just 5 because Swarm's not active.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Yeah, 3 and 2.
Alright, and now you are tapped out.
Yep.
So I'm going to activate my Deadeye Archer. He's gonna go.
Gonna take a shot at Ingor.
Yeah. Yep, just making sure I'm well out of line of sight for a charge there.
You are
yeah,
not.
and then he'll.
He's technically on the terrain, so he can see you.
Oh, yeah, it's right. Well, you know, what are you gonna do?
Yep.
Yeah, so he's gonna take a shot at Ingor. I'm gonna also discard a Stitch Corpse to give him Swarm.
Okay. Ouch.
And that'll be a hit for 3, 5, 7 damage.
7?
Yep, Swarm 2, plus Veil Piercer. Plus 3 from his base.
That's game.
GG?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yay for Fang just fucking me over. Oh.
Yeah,
Needed
the
that
one
heal.
that you needed.
One that I needed. Oh, there's a 2.
GG.
God, that was a horrible idea, placing all the relics over there, but I got fucked over by so many different things.
Yeah.
Literally, just like,
Yeah.
all right, I already know this top card going to be Veil Piercer. Just the way
that
my
was
luck was
a pretty good
working,
one.
like, right that, and then literally losing immediately with Cessnar, like,
Oh yeah, that's always a rough time.
this is what I get for deciding to just play with your idea of, all right, let's just do it.
Yep.
Oh well, that was good.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're gonna try a strategy like that, you need to have your deck built to have a lot of high cost stuff in it, so that you're pretty sure you're gonna win that starting bid.
Either of you got another one in you for tonight?
I am done. I need to go sleep because I have a cold.
I can do another one,
Past my bedtime.
but also, Thrice Murdered. Where is it? Cataclysmic in there. Mucktober. I think the only one I don't actually have is Blood Feast. Right now, but
Might as well toss it in.
like,
Although, I mean, it can't hold relics,
yeah.
so
I mean, they're.
yeah.
I don't have a problem with it not holding a relic, but yeah. Otherwise,
It's just tough when you have so many clumsy units: the Terrak Beast, the Curse Host, the
well, I just threw in the Tarok Beast too, mainly so then I could actually try to have like a fast unit to like literally charge you down was the plan.
Yeah.
And of course, my Tarok Beasts were near the end, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, those are really good in starting hand because you just charge them like all the way across the map, and then you can just deploy out of them.
Plus, having to mulligan in the beginning there, that did not help.
Yeah.
Because it was quite literally Primal Totem, Dead at Arms, Adrenaline Rush, Forced March, that or Brutal Outburst, Price of Devotion, and a Consume Carcass.
Yep. I think Brutal Outburst doesn't really seem good in this deck.
I mean, extra 2, all that fun stuff. I haven't been able to test it because every single time that we played at this point, one thing or another. Like, I'm trying things out. Just
Yeah. I mean, I think you really need to focus on spells that are good when you can hit them off the top, like Adrenaline Rush.
yeah.
Wait, you turn Adrenaline Rush over. Oh, look, I get another attack. Or Unmake. Blast somebody. Like Writhing Pain, I think is not great in this because if you turn that one over,
Yeah, if I
it's
turn that
just
one over,
dead.
it's not great.
It's just Echo.
And that's
Forced March is similar. Like it's
well, I mean,
it's
like
2
Forced
Echo
March.
for 2 damage.
Yeah, Forced March and Brutal Outburst aren't bad per se. Mainly because with those, it is I flip over and I get damage. Like that's why I have them in here. I flip it over, I get damage. 1-to-1. And I've reduced some units in this, like I've increased in spells. And I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, of
I
course.
think it just you trim it down a bit, and I think it'll be performing better. I don't know. Ingor seems like he's very luck based. Like it really depends what you turn over with your thing, which is like rolling the dice a lot.
I just I want to figure this out against you. Truly, like I'm banging my
Trident
head.
Oblivion, I think, is not a good spell. I feel like you can toss that.
I think personally, I feel like it's good at this point because I would.
I mean, I guess I can see it in Ingor because you turn it over and then like I have to discard a card.
Yeah, like you're either paying 2 to discard a card, you're paying more to counter it, or you're paying 2. I pay 2 to discard a card for you, and then you lose 2 echo off of it, depending on what you have in hand.
Yeah.
So
I think my problem with Drown in Oblivion is like just discarding one random card is usually not that. It's not going to be that potent. Like if you could build a strategy around like forcing your opponent to discard a bunch.
yeah.
That I don't know, that might be different, but there's only two cards here that do it. It's just Drown in Oblivion and then a second Drown in Oblivion.
And you know what the funny thing is? Vengeance and Retribution used to have you were forced to discard a card feature.
Oh shit.
Yikes.
It was essentially if you got in a kill with a retaliation, like specifically with that unit that had that relic, your opponent was forced to actually discard a card. Which is ridiculous, but
yeah,
it is a thing.
I assume you have all 3 like Curso Spores in here.
Yeah. 3 curse hosts. What do I have? Let me just bring up the deck list because it'll be easier looking that way. I can probably trim a Spirit Shaman because I have 3 of those right now. And I mainly had 3 of them because I have a bunch of common units, but at this point I can probably trim 1 at least. But I have 3 Cursos, 3 Taroks, 2 Anush Disciples. I even like got rid of the Stitch Corpses in mine and the Deadeye Archers, and I just left the Dead at Arms.
I'm guessing Consume Carcass is in your sideboard.
Yeah. I also have Dark Bindings and Bone Claw on my sideboard.
Yeah. Bone Claw Raider seems good.
It does.
But I guess you're competing with a bunch of other units that are good in this deck.
And that's my problem.
Do you get much use out of those primal totems in this deck? Is
I
it,
do.
like just the echo.
I
guess if you have a lot of echo, then
quite literally,
can...
it is only you that I have issues playing this deck against right now, and you are the one that I am forcing my head to like optimize this deck against. It is quite literally you.
Aw. It's really nice of you to say.
It is, honestly. I mean that as a compliment more than anything. Like, truly, like, your Morta deck is that good.
Bruno is still the only one who's beat my Morta deck. That might change in this tournament, but I hope not, obviously.
I mean, I also want to play my Auric deck against you and, see how that actually goes. But I've been beating my head trying to make this Ingor work. So, that's what I've been wanting to do. Like, I also feel like Dark Bindings against you would be good because I get to just exhaust your units you bring on the field.
It's true. Yeah. You can also exhaust like the fallen units so that you can kill them without Persist getting in the way. And Dark Bindings would be one that triggers off of the top, so that would actually not be a bad idea. I think at least in your side deck seems good.
Yeah, it's at least in the side deck right now. Alright,
did I get them all? Alright, Chaotic Bargain seems like good value.
Chaotic Bargain's good value.
That's just good, like... There's not really any downside. Because you either... I mean, if you play it, you're spending... If you play it from your hand, you're spending 2 echo to get 2 echo and draw a card. Basically, it's like a... just cycling this card in for a new one. If you get an
Well,
even, then you draw 2
that
cards,
and
and
a
that's
card.
pretty good.
You cycle that and then also a card from your hand, but whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I give up 2 cards for
Yeah,
for,
playing
like,
it, I guess playing it
refunding.
from your hand kind of sucks. That's true.
Yeah. But either way,
it's almost
still,
like if you get it in your hand, you just ditch it for initiative bids to like try
I mean,
to.
like it can be good value for the 2, and if I actually get an even. If I don't, I'm not losing
Yeah.
too much in losing a card because I'm still gonna get that echo back anyway. So it's a weird trade-off, but the more that I've used it, the more I've actually liked it. The
Yeah.
main thing that I do want is things that when I hit the top, like, it's actually going to be good. The other problem is
Yeah.
finding out what I can kill in my units to actually hit the top, well. And that's mainly been, death throws, like Flesh Ripper, Boars. Those are the ones I'm happy about dying. Primal Totems I'm happy about honestly being killed. That's why I had Stitch Corpses in here too, because if they, died for any reason, that's more that I get to hit off the top ideally. But I did get rid of the Stitch Corpses for now. I decided I wanted to try more
I
control-y
feel like
thing.
I think Stitch Corpses aren't great here because they're so slow.
And them being slow,
and a lot of your other units are fast. I guess you can do the thing where you like run a Tarak Beast or a Curso's Boar up near an enemy and then
and
dump
then
on them.
at least
but-
that's what I was also using the Spirit Shaman for, was of course being able to move them around, which did work when we played beforehand. But I also remodified this to try to be a little bit more control-y, and that's why I added the Disciples, so then I can actually use like that in a curse. And actually try to like burn people down that way. Just be like, all right, I'm just gonna play for the long game. And again, you're the only one right now that I'm like beating my head doing this, because I've done this against other people and it worked out well. And it's you specifically that I'm trying to make this all work for.
Yeah.
Again, I mean that in a great way, truly. And then
I struggled a lot more with Longdrill. I think I did finally beat you with Longdrill, but it was like it was not an easy game. Like, I mean, this was an easy game, but that's like
we also did something dumb.
Yeah, it was dumb. All right, you got your Curse Host Boars. Yeah, your Cataclysmic Blast, that absolutely belongs in here.
And the funny thing is too,
Ravenous Swarms are good.
the things that I want to grab in this whole deck, and for like relic wise, is not what most people would want to grab.
Actually, Birdman wanted to play, so we should probably can this, and you guys should play a game here.
We should probably do that. Honestly, we should. Sorry, Birdman.
Yeah. He's gone. He hates us forever.
He's hiding in the background. There he is.
I'm lurking.
Perfect. But I mean, yeah, at least like right now, if I can grab a Ring of Time with this deck, or Aegis or Martyr, it's great when I'm able just to sort of hide out and like group up and sort of be a grouping, because then I'm just like, all right, I have regen, I have resistance, and I have Ring of Time to just spam my spells back from the grave.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this deck. It's just figuring out how to deal with your swarm. And you apparently just getting Veil Piercer every fucking time against me.
Yeah, and then I just I was able to take over the Deathshroud Mire, which was not great for you.
But what's the password?
TTS lowercase.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I will I will let go of my color so Birdman can have it, and I will.
I'll just reload all this.
Yep.
Ah, yes, your counter that you always bring on there. Oh, that's right. You were I forgot you were the actual host.
All.
Oh, was I? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you were.
forgot about that.
I forgot. My bad.
It's all right.
Yeah, all good.
I started up a new one. I had to get rid of your counter anyway. It's the same password.
Yeah. All right, GG.
It was GG.
We'll, yeah,
GG.
go
I will
fix
fight
it
you
and-
later.
Yeah, sounds good. Go fix your Ingor deck and
For the
we'll,
like
try again.
40th time. Like if you could see all of the past iterations of that deck, there would probably be like at least I'd probably say about like 8 to 10 different iterations from what it started off as.
I think you need to trim out some of the fat. I think the brutal outbursts are not good. I think that the forced marches are not good. And if you can, I think that with Ingor, what you really want to do is hit the balance to where you don't really mind if you hit a non-spell and just get the 2 echo. Like if you've got a lot of higher cost good solid units that you can use that echo for, then I feel like that is what you want to strive for, is like I'm okay if it's a spell that I can use, that's great. If it's not, then that's also great. I'm happy to take the 2 echo. I feel like that's where you want to get to.
It's a weird place because the marches and the brutal outbursts, I'm perfectly fine with being in there. Mainly because if I
but
don't,
just 2 damage.
Yeah, but
it's 2 echo for 2 damage.
Yeah,
it's so
but
bad.
it's that 2 echo that I'm gonna get for discarding a unit anyway. So I now essentially, even if I draw it, that's essentially paid for it because of a discard somewhere else.
Yeah, but you could use that echo instead to like summon a unit that's stronger.
I mean, maybe, but like, what other units am I gonna be? Like, if I were to take out those cards, right?
But it's
I think if you
realistic.
trim it down more and just have less cards, probably put the bird in the raptor or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Oops, that's
yeah,
not.
I don't know. Maybe skew your unit a little to the higher side. Trying to think of what is in Primal that's good.
I mean, like, there's Copper Maulers that I can throw in there, which are great.
Yeah, or
the
Bone Claw Raiders seem pretty good.
I can throw the Bone Claw Raiders in, which again would be good. I just need to. I need to figure it out. Is honestly what I need of. In the end.
I think Ingor is also a really hard one to play test on your own.
Yeah.
Because he's so dependent on the trigger, and if you're not playing against someone, it's hard to tell like when the triggers are going to be happening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's. Yeah, it's one of those things that I'm trying hard to make work. And then on top of that, you of course also have the control spells out of both sides, like just whether it's straight
so
damage or stopping
counter
stuff.
spell.
So it's trying to work around that too.
Yeah.
So I'm trying my best, trying to.
Yeah, Curse of Lethargy, Dreadheart's Presence, the Neutralizing Ward. Yeah, and that's basically my strategy with that Morita deck is.
Oh God! 1 second. Oh, a child's crying.
Okay. All right. On that note, I'm gonna stop BSing and actually go to bed here. Like I said, I was going to 30 minutes ago.
Damn. Have a good night, Spar.
All right. Good night.
Hey, Birdman.
Yes.
So it seems like, at least right now, that I have a child that is just not happy and awake. So I think I'm going to have to get off for now.